over the course of the next like 4 days, we're gonna try and make it to St. Louis, Missouri. We've got a nice headwind today, 22 miles an hour. We're going so goddamn slow. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. Today is not good. Today was rough. We had the nastiest headwind all day. You can still probably hear it a little bit, but it was just like so much effort, and we only made it like 30 miles, I think it was 33 miles, and like it took us like 5 hours to get this far. We were gonna go to some campsite, but then we're just like, no, can't do that anymore. So we're just sleeping. We're at a rest stop. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually pretty nice. We got running water, bathrooms. There's even an outlet on the side of the building, so we've got electricity too. My back tire is starting to go like this. That's not like dirt or anything. Those are some nice punctures. There's several spots right there. That's a real nice one. That's a nice one. Anyways, we're gonna be in St. Louis in like 2 days, so I'm hoping the new tube works, but that was eventful. I'd never actually changed a bike tire until today, but I made it another like 15 miles in absolute garbage, so I think I did it right. Last night was the first night of rain we've had. We're about to go a little over 50 miles, trying to make it to a suburb of St. Louis today. Staying with Nicole's dad's cousin, second cousin. It's a little chilly today, but that's okay. Not as windy. Rather have this, because yesterday was exhausting. But this rest stop treated us real nice. Wish us luck. Pannier is malfunctioning, but gonna overcome. Just gotta make it through like 2 more days to make it to a bike shop. Got her on again. I'm basically an engineer. John lives at the top of this hill. Woo. We got beds. Shout out to John and his dog Honey for giving us a place to stay last night. It was like 33 degrees. Really saved us. Now we're about to bike like 15 miles into St. Louis across the river and be tourists for a day. We're in Missouri, 4th state. We're really roughing it right now. 20 minutes and some dirty thingies later, we got a whole new tire, baby. Running smooth. Last night we stayed with this really awesome Warm Showers host in a little bit southwest of Missouri. And they actually offered us to let us stay in their cabin in Bismarck, which is about a little over 90 miles away. So like 2 days away from where we started today. Pannier screws came undone again, so now we're taping all the holes. So at least this way we don't lose any of the screws, because I don't have any more to give. We're in Hillsboro, Missouri right now. At a grocery store getting groceries for the next couple days and buying lunch, and we just had this little old lady come up to us. She was old. She was smoking a cigarette, missing a couple of teeth, and she came up and just told us to be safe and told us that she wanted to say a prayer for us. So we just all stood here together, and she said a little prayer for us, and it was just, I loved it. Number 37. Gonna have to do more. This has just been the whole day. Just bomb one so you can build momentum to go up the next one. And I'll tell you what, it's exhausting. We're staying in a campground near DeSoto, Missouri, in the Washington State Park. We rolled up like after the sun had already set. It was really starting to get dark, and there was a sign that said reservations required. And then as we were reading the sign, the guy who like manages the camp or whatever was like, ignore the sign, we don't turn away bikers. And I was like, oh, thank God, because it would have been dark. But we literally pitched our tent like right near his like RV, and he unplugged some of the lights he had in just so we could have some outlets, and he gave us some firewood. Everybody's great. I already said this already, but really tough day today. We did I think it ended up being close to 50 miles. I checked my watch and it said that I burned over 3,400 calories just from the bike ride. So I was like, this is why I eat so much food. No, but it was, like I said, it was really hilly. We're going to Bill and Dawn's cabin tomorrow in Bismarck, and hopefully Elephant Rocks. So pretty excited for that. It's kind of a bummer that we biked all the way out here and we're getting 2 hours at the campsite. All need to leave early in the morning because the weather is going to be over the next 3 days. But it is what it is. Gotta take the good with the bad. Oh, and I didn't mention, but we're gonna be in Mark Twain National Forest. Today we're going to look at some petroglyphs. We're looking at the mighty Thunderbird. Even more. carvings. Here we have spoon next to Dickin' balls. This is the gravel road. We just biked down for a mile to get to this cabin. We're in the middle of nowhere. This place is actually super nice. Got a little pond out front. Shout out Don and Bill. We heard like a dozen gunshots on our way in here too, on a dirt road. Was not, I don't know, just really didn't like it. I love this chair on this deck. Today was another tough day. We only did 36 miles, but it was really hilly again, so it just takes it out of you. My quads and my ass are real sore, but we're gonna have a pretty easy day tomorrow. We're just gonna go see Elephant Rocks. Probably just do like 15 miles just to do some moving, but it's gonna be a pretty light day because we're both just beat. It be moist, fam. To Elephant Rocks we go. Mama, we made it. Felt like a friggin' hummingbird coming here without 60 pounds of stuff on our bikes. Those are some big old rocks. The moss really took a liking to these rocks. Sorry for the terrible puns. That is some granite. I'll tell you what, where's the grout? This grout is wild. Apparently people cliff jump here, and I would love to do that if it wasn't 45 degrees. Yeah, these are some big rocks. Elephants size, some might even say.
How are the feet feeling?
The second half of today's journey. Look, quite wet. How'd you like to drink that? That's nice. Today we're going 37 miles to Centerville, and it's gonna be pretty wet. On this week's episode of Nicole Has a Small Puncture in Her Tubeless Tires, it's raining outside. I lied. We didn't go to Centerville. We went all the way to Ellington. So we went. She's having a hard time. We went to. Man, this is foggy business. So we did. How many?
47?
48. 49. Probably closer to 49 miles today. We had a nice 3 hour debacle with Nikki's tire. She plugged it though. How's it doing? How is the plug doing?
I don't know, but there's another bubbler.
Oh goodness.
I don't know where the plug's at.
I have absolutely had it with your tires. Anyways. We're going to Spooners. We're getting some freaking birdies. We are gonna see if we can stay in a hostel tonight, but I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Further updates to come. Is it open?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have the code.
The door code to the hostel?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's 3 warm showers. The one that texted me this morning. I've
Yeah.
been editing that.
Yeah, no, it's all good. All good in the hood. But yeah, it wasn't actually, I mean, we were wet, but it was spooky. There was so much fog. So much fog. At times you couldn't see. I think 200 feet is generous. There was probably, like, it was foggy. It was real foggy. So haven't said much about this, but my knee is doing better. I appreciate everybody who's messaged me asking me about it. I made some adjustments to my cleat on my clip-ins, and that made quite the difference. And I adjusted my seat height a little bit. I might make a whole separate video on, hey, if this part of your knee's hurting, because apparently it's pretty common what I got going on according to the interwebs. That's all I need, baby. That looks like a roof to me. Grand Rapids. Boom. I don't know what it is about the dogs here in Missouri. I think it's because they're coon dogs or something. But like when we were biking by all of them, they just chase you and they'll like come run onto the road and just bark and bark and bark and bark and bark and chase you on the road. And I'm just like, oh goodness, I hope these don't get ran over. But it's not just one time. This has happened probably like 4 or 5 times. And I don't know what it is about this place. I think that they're just all coon dogs, but it's kind of annoying. And like, even though they haven't done anything yet, when you see like 3 dogs running at you, it's kind of freaky. And since we've started, we've seen like 2 or 3 dead dogs. 2 in Missouri and like 1 another time. But it's just a real bummer that they do these things. Today we're going from Ellington to Eminence. Apparently it's supposed to be a really tough day. We've been told on several occasions how hilly it is. It's gonna be 27 miles and we're doing a little over 3,000 feet of climbing, so wish us luck. These signs are bittersweet because you get to fly down, but then you know in the back of your mind you just have to come right back up. So, I don't know. I'm just done with these hills, man. We made it to Eminence in a little over 2.5 hours. I was sweaty, it was hard. I think we're gonna do 5 more miles to Alley Springs because it's not even 1 o'clock yet, so we might as well. Do a couple more miles. It's gonna be one really killer hill. And then just a bunch of little hills of 5 more miles of this stuff. And then rest. I'm pretty sure if I were to jump into these springs, I would come out with superpowers. Today we're planning on going like 37 miles from Alley Springs to Houston, Missouri. Should be flatter than the last couple of days, and it's supposed to be hot, like a high of 81, I think. So we're getting all of the conditions. Made it all the way to Texas County. No, but really we went 37 miles today over the course of 3.5 hours. So kind of much easier day than yesterday, but still not terribly easy. But yeah. And today for lunch I'm about to smash this entire rotisserie chicken. We just had this widow come up to us at Walmart. She was probably in her 70s, and she asked, well, she just like wanted to ask us where we're from, where we're going, and then like gave us a recommendation on where to sleep tonight, and then she left, and then came back while we were still eating, and it's like, you guys want to know history of the town? We're like, yeah, why not? And then She told us all of these things. She's basically told us her life story over the course of like a half an hour. She went to high school with Jerry Jones. Had no idea he was going to own the Cowboys. Should have paid more attention to him. Oh, I don't even remember what else she was talking about. How much the town has changed since she's lived here, since she moved here in '76. I don't know.
Flash flooding, armadillos.
Yeah, flash flooding, armadillos, just
Sing that
the
part,
whole
I didn't
town.
see you guys on
No.
So yeah, cultural experience. CEO of Enron, Kenny Lay, he was born in Texas County. I figured that out from the lady that stopped us at the Walmart. Found quite interesting. Only the accounting majors will understand. We're going to hide at the library and try and avoid this for a couple hours. We're hiding in the library now. It's like the only place in southern Missouri that wants you to wear a mask. Over the next couple of days, we are going to try and make it to Springfield, Missouri, and then after Springfield, we'll be into Oklahoma. Since last week, we've done like a little over 350 miles, so we're at about 750 total out of 2,600. Long way to go. Thanks again for watching, guys. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and then I'll put a link to my Instagram too if you want to see pictures along the way.